Welcome back to An Old Man in a Frying Pan. Today we're going to do a pork tenderloin with fingerling potatoes and Brussels sprouts in a gravy. Yum, it's delicious. Here on the pork tenderloin, this is silver string, we call it. It's not tasty, you got to get it off your pork tenderloin. So I've got a nice sharp knife here. It's a deboning knife. And you see what I just did? I just went underneath and I've got it coming off. Silver skin, I think it's called. And then I just keep going with it. So I got to clean this pork tenderloin up. You can see right there. Just be careful, you got to use a sharp knife, which is good to use, but you got to be careful. See? So this isn't fat. This doesn't cook, it becomes very chewy. That's more fat. That's a little piece right there. Get it off. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm just gonna cut it off right here and we'll save that for another time. I just wanna check and make sure that, maybe I'll take that piece off right there too and just save it. Okay, that's pretty good right there. Okay, so I've got a nice piece of pork tenderloin there ready to go. So now I'm going to season it. So I've got my seasoning out. And I'm just going to put it all over it. It's a fair amount, but I want it seasoned well. There we go. To go, I've got oil in there and olive oil in there with a mix of butter. And it's hot, so I'm going to throw that in. And I got a couple sprigs of rosemary there. So we're going to start cooking it. What I'm doing is want to brown it. I put the oven on to 375 and it's starting to heat up. Good, so it's ready to flip. And you can see I've got a nice browning on it, and that's what I'm after here. I've got a bit of the flavoring going here with the rosemary. Of course, that's flavoring the oil that's sitting in there. So I think what I'll do is I'll just grab the spoon here and just pour it all over. Just let this brown some more. On this side now. On the water, I got water going here that's salted a little bit and just put the potatoes in. And I'm going to throw the Brussels sprouts in there when the time comes as well. Less pots. On that side, only a few minutes. And so I'm going to turn it over onto the one more side and let it go for a few minutes again. Now, so all the sides are getting browned. I'm going to put it in the oven right now and let it finish in there. I'm going to time this for 15 minutes and then we'll check the temperature. I'm looking for about 160. We'll see what it is when it's done after 15 minutes. Bon jus gravy mix. So I'm just going to whisk it together in 2 cups of cold water, following the instructions that are on the package. And that's what I'm going to add to the pan when this is done to make a little bit of a gravy for my dinner. 10 minutes and it's reading 135 and I just flipped it over so it browns on another side. I wanted to get to about 150 to 160 in that range. And it's got about 4 minutes left down, and it should be there after 4 minutes. In 15 minutes, I'm going to bring it out, take a look. Now, little tip, when you're doing something like this, make sure you put your glove over top of the handle so you don't forget it's hot. Yeah, 160 there. Yeah, it's ready. I'm going to pull this onto a plate to let it cool and rest. There we go. I'm gonna get rid of the rosemary that's no longer any good. It's done its job. Now, I'm also going to drain off the fat. There's too much fat in there. Sparky out of the way. And what I got left is the bit of browning on the pan here, which is going to be adding flavor to the anjou mix that I've got. So I'm going to pour that in. Turn this on. Just bring that to a boil. That's ready. Yeah, they're ready. Okay, my Brussels sprouts and potatoes are ready, so I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to put this back over this so I don't forget, because I will. And I'm going to drain the Brussels sprouts and throw some butter in and the potatoes into a boil now. And it looks about ready to go. So let that cook just a bit more. Okay, getting time to figure it out and plate the dish. It's rested and there's a bit of the juices that come out of it. I'm just going to put this here for carving. I'm going to pour the juices back into the gravy I did. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a carve. So I've got my knife on a fork. And I'm going to turn it around because I'm not left-handed. And about 1 inch slices. Look at nice, a little bit of pink. And that's what you want when you're cooking pork. You want a bit of pink. That means it's nice and tender and juicy. Beautiful. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 slices there for me. I think that's good enough. I'm going to add the gravy to it over top. There's the gravy. I'm just going to add the Brussels sprouts with the butter sauce and the potatoes, like so. I'm going to grab myself a nice knife. And I'm going to open these up. Oh yeah, these are nice. Very nice. Just like that. Anyways, here we go. We've got a pork dinner with a bit of gravy, potatoes, and Brussels sprouts done in a butter sauce, and ready to go. Now, that butter sauce, if you wanted to really fancy this up, you could add a bit of lemon juice to the butter sauce, and it'd be absolutely scrumptious. But that's good enough for me tonight. So there we go. Old man in the frying pan. Pork tenderloin, done exactly to the temperature it needs to be done. It's not overcooked, it's not undercooked, and it's ready to go and looks delicious.